Friday. Thanks for stopping by your favorite TV program, Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Audrey Williams, and I'll be taking you through the pages today, so stay with us.
Jamaica's COVID-19 vaccination plan is still in effect. If you wish to make an appointment, please do so online by visiting moh.gov.jm or by calling 888-663-5683. Vaccination still a keep. Go get your jab today.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, October 8, 2021. The Ministry of Health and Wellness says a shipment of the Pfizer brand vaccine is expected to arrive in the island by month end. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Jacqueline Bisesa McKenzie made the announcement yesterday.
We are expecting supplies from the United States and from COVAX. While we have no definite date on the arrival of the U.S. supply, the COVAX supply is expected in 2 to 4 weeks and will be enough to cover the second doses.
Dr. Bisesa McKenzie added that despite the circumstances of a delay in the shipment of the Pfizer vaccine, those persons due their second dose are still within the time frame recommended by the WHO to receive the jab.
Starting on Saturday, persons will be in the 6th week after the first dose. We want to advise persons that they will receive the second dose as soon as we receive supplies. They do not have to panic. They will not have to start over the course. We want to reassure persons that they have some immunity and they will get the vaccine as soon as it arrives.
Recommendations from the WHO for the second dose of the Pfizer vaccine is 21 to 28 days. However, the organization also acknowledges a wait period of up to 12 weeks. Meanwhile, Dr. Bisesa McKenzie noted that there are sufficient doses of AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson vaccines in the country to continue both first and second doses. She said some 76,000 persons are due their second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine this month. In addition, another 100,000 persons have due dates before October 1. She encouraged all persons who have passed their due date of October 1 for their second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine to visit a vaccination site as soon as possible. The Southern Regional Health Authority, SARA, has gifted $9 million to support the fight against COVID-19. The donation, courtesy of J. Ray & Nephew Limited, is a part of the company's intervention to disperse $45 million to 12 public hospitals across the island. The Mandeville Regional Hospital in Manchester received $4 million, while the Maypen Hospital in Clarendon and Black River Hospital in St. Elizabeth received $2 million each. And the Balaclava and Magotty Health Centers received a donation of $500,000 each. Regional Director for SARA, Michael Bent, in expressing gratitude for the donation, said that the monies will be used to purchase small equipment and medical supplies for the facility's continued management of the COVID-19 pandemic. Cabinet has given approval for the amendment of the Bank of Jamaica Act to facilitate the issuance of a central bank digital currency. The news was revealed by Information Minister Favour Williams during this week's post-cabinet press briefing. Approval has also been given for the bank to be the sole authority to issue the digital currency.
Digital innovation has led to the birth of alternative payment instruments, prompting central banks across the world to embark on exploratory projects to study the potential for issuing a central bank-backed digital currency.
The BOJ is driving the process for the use of digital currency across Jamaica. The Information Minister also said that Cabinet gave approval for the issuance of drafting instructions to the Chief Parliamentary Council. Meanwhile, Jamaica will soon have a revamped national border security policy and strategy which seeks to strengthen immigration and maritime domain capacities. Cabinet granted the approval for the development of the policy, which will be conducted through the creation of a strategic, multi-sectoral framework to address security risks within Jamaica.
The development of the National Border Security Policy and Strategy will be spearheaded by a policy steering committee that will be constituted for a period of 24 months.
And finally, the second largest cruise line in the world, Royal Caribbean International, will resume limited operations to Jamaica in November. Royal Caribbean has informed that once a number of logistical matters, some of which are outside Jamaica's remit, are effectively resolved, they will be bringing in tens of thousands of fully vaccinated cruise visitors to the island. Royal Caribbean's intention was relayed to Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett during a recent meeting with executives of the cruise line in Florida. Royal Caribbean also expressed a strong desire to employ thousands of Jamaicans across a range of job functions. Minister Bartlett has thanked the cruise line for the plans in place to recommence sailings to Jamaica after more than a year-and-a-half hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The new development follows another meeting led by Minister Bartlett with Carnival Corporation, the largest cruise company in the world, where they shared plans for 110 or more cruises with more than 200,000 fully vaccinated visitors to come to Jamaica over the next few months. The cruise industry was among the worst affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, shutting the industry down for more than a year. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
It's the 11th staging of the JIS Heritage Competition. Students, show your national pride by entering the essay, poster and photo competition. Primary school students, enter the essay competition. Triumphant, proud and free. Use this phrase from the song Jamaica Land of Beauty to explain our nation's heritage and achievements. High school students, design a poster that best portrays the phrase triumphant, proud and free. And university students, capture a photo that depicts the phrase triumphant, proud and free. Submit your entries by October 31. Visit jis.gov.jm for competition guidelines. Triumphant, proud and free, the JIS Heritage Competition 2021.
It's time for School Zone. In today's episode, we journey to the eastern part of the island to witness how some of the top students at St. Mary High are able to excel in academics and extracurricular activities.
School Zone, School Zone, School Zone, School Zone, School Zone, School Zone.
It is one of the premier secondary institutions in the parish.
Its doors were first opened to students on January 12, 1960.
The campus rests on the hilly terrains of Highgate St. Mary.
And its motto is faith and courage.
If you've guessed St. Mary High, then you are correct, and you've made it just in time for another exciting episode of School Zone. In the Zone today, we highlight some of the outstanding achievers and leaders of this very institution.
St. Mary High, forward we go. St. Mary High, let others know. With faith and courage, our school will grow. St. Mary High, we love you so. You're locked into School Zone. Keep watching.
The school not only boasts an enviable academic record, it also produces students who excel in extracurricular activities and leadership. Let's meet some of them now.
Hi Jamaica, I am Ashana Douglas and I am in 13A2 at the St. Mary High School. Now at St. Mary High, I am currently the head girl for the academic year 2021 to 2022. I have been an honor roll student consistently to this day. Furthermore, I am the Vice President of the Inter-School Christian Fellowship here at St. Mary High, as well as I have served as the captain of the St. Mary High School quiz team from 2019 to present. I have also been a finalist in the Math Olympiad at the UE Mona Math Olympiad, and furthermore, I have been the captain of the Spanish quiz team. I have attained 11 CSEC passes, 9 with grade 1s and 2 with grade 2s. Lastly, the lowest average that I've attained at St. Mary High is 83.8%, with the highest average being 94.5%.
My name is Pazar Powell. I am in grade 8 and some of my accomplishments are I have gone form captain in grade 7 and grade 8, and I have gotten the highest average in St. Mary's history, which is 95.9, and I have maintained 100% in 7 subjects.
My name is Alyssa Chin. I am in grade 11. Since I began my academic journey here at the St. Mary High School, I have obtained a scholarship from the United Nations Women's Guild. I have never gotten an average under 90, and currently my average is 91.4. In terms of extracurricular activities, I was a part of the quiz club, and I also was the student counselor for my class in grade 9 and 10.
I am Ajani Campbell, a grade 13 A1 student of the St. Mary High School. I am currently the head boy of this noble institution, and I have been the president of the Interschool Christian Fellowship Club of this school. I have been an honor roll student since grade 7, and I am also the president of the Bellevue New Testament Church of God Youth Fellowship. In terms of academic, I currently hold an average of 88.3. I have attained 8 CSEC passes with 5 grade 1s and 3 grade 2s.
Read a book, magazine, newspaper. Read a book right now or later. Read a book for the higher education. Read a book, oh what a sensation. Read a book, magazine, newspaper. Read a book right now or later. Read a book for the higher education. Read a book, oh what a sensation. Read a book.
So I know you just heard about the wonderful accomplishments of these students and you're wondering how did they do it? Don't worry, we have some advice for you, so get your books and pens ready.
My advice to students is that they keep their eyes upon God, because without Him they can do nothing. And in all of their academic endeavors, they should not neglect their mental, physical, and emotional health.
Have a strong support team, make sure you're motivated each and every day. Get up early for school, make sure you get dressed, get ready, get your breakfast, and log on early for class, and then just pay attention in class, and then you can achieve anything.
I believe that if students put God first in everything that they do, they will be able to reach for the stars and attain excellence in everything. And remain determined and stick to goals that you want for yourself. Don't ever be distracted by what the world has to offer. Just seek God and do what you need to do with your level of determination.
Stay focused and avoid all distractions, especially in this new way of learning. One of my strategies that I use to cope with online learning is that I do not write notes while I am in classes. In my classes, I write them afterwards. Reason being, I try my best to interact with the classes as much as possible. I participate as much as possible, and in the end, I learn a lot.
I'm Jaden, and I'll be showing you how I stay active. Let's go outside. Now that you've seen how I stay active, how do you stay active?
Hi, I'm Wendy and Ivy, the 2019 second place winner of the Rita Marley Foundation Public Speaking Competition, and you're watching School Zone.
All children deserve positive parenting. Why not pamper us? Be patient with us. Make time to teach us, and of course, play with us. Celebrate milestones with us, and don't forget to be our #1 supporter. Do all these things and practice positive parenting today.
is such a fitting way to end today's episode of School Zone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you watched our program and would like to catch it again, simply visit our website, gis.gov.jm. I'm Sandra Johnson, reminding you to aim for the stars and walk good.
School zone, school zone, school zone, school zone, school zone, school zone.
Up next, we share some of the outstanding contributions made by Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey in his professional career. He will be officially recognized in this year's National Honors and Awards. Find out more next.
As a Jamaican, whether here at home or in the diaspora, one staple event positioned as a linchpin of our nation's heritage that most never miss is our annual ceremony of investiture and the presentation of National Honors and Awards. And rightly so, as many Jamaicans who have made significant contributions to the nation's development are publicly recognized through this event.
I made a promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity.
And in standing up for justice, his recompense before all the nation is sure, as through this year's ceremony, Deputy Commissioner of Police DCP Fitz Bailey will be decorated with the Order of Distinction in the rank of Officer Class. Behind this nomination is a lengthy script that the Deputy Commissioner started writing some 30 years ago. A journey of ambition, bravery, commitment, and dedication to help Jamaica play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
So I joined the JCF in 1984, having left high school, having left Margaret High to Prospect. I was exposed to what I consider to be some form of semi-military. It's a cadet institution where every student is considered to be a cadet. So having gotten that training, I opted to join the JCF. My first assignment was at the Beat and Foot Patrol Division. It was like a division that they call us the Plaza Police. We used to work at the various plazas like Tropical Plazas, Twin Gate Plaza. We worked downtown, King Street, within the area where the vendors are. So I spent just about a year there. I moved from Beat and Foot to Mobile Reserve, where I did the operational policing. That was an excellent opportunity for me. My own protection and survival as a police officer, and how do I maneuver in certain circumstances, was enhanced by my going to Mobile Reserve there at that time. So I spent 3 years there, and then there was a shift in terms of my policing. I moved on to the fraud squad. So I went as a constable at fraud squad, went through the ranks: constable, acting corporal, corporal, sergeant, inspector, deputy superintendent, and superintendent. And I became the head of fraud squad. I don't think any criminal should outwit me. So that's where my passion really lied as a police. I just love, it's very complex, those investigations, very complex, very time consuming. You have to be able to identify, small things for details. You have to have that knack for detail. When the fraud squad submerged into OCID, I became the head of organized crime. So technically, I spent another 4 years.
But there was far more impact to be made. So in 2012, an exuberant Bailey was transferred to St. Andrews Central to now test his wits at geographic policing for the first time in his career. Murder rates went down from 12 to 10 to 8 and then to 2, a significant feat under his leadership. That stint was a success, but his adaptability propelled him to higher heights. Air 4 headquarters for about 3 months, then a transfer to Clarendon for a little over a year, and then on to Air 2 headquarters as the Assistant Commissioner of Police, where he spent 9 months.
And then I returned to CETA, Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime, where I spent just about a year. And then I was given the portfolio responsibility for crime that I've been at since about 2018. I think it was February 2018 I came here and acting until I got promoted, and I still maintain this portfolio.
But what does he believe is the greatest tool that allowed for his many transitions and success at the JCF?
Joining the JCF, I see myself not as a master, but I see myself as a servant. If you see yourself as Lord and masters, then you're going to find the way you execute your duty is going to be a little abusive and excessive. So if we understand the concept of servanthood, that's how I do my policing. I am a servant of the public. If you're going to be an effective leader, be it a police or not, if you don't go to the table with credibility, you have to be a credible leader. And you have to be somebody who can be trusted.
We'll also see several Jamaicans getting the Order of Distinction. This is really an honor to be able to recognize Jamaicans who have done so much for the country.
And the DCP Bailey's reward will carry the motto, distinction through service.
I'm really humbled and grateful for this consideration. I think my only regret is that both of my parents, my mother and father, they are not alive to see it. I accept it with the highest level of humility. To be considered from so many people, I am really grateful, and I will accept it, and I will ensure that I continue to maintain the dignity and honor of the JCF and continue to be an upstanding citizen, not only in terms of my service as a police officer, but I also serve within the church. I offer voluntary service at the highest level within the Christian church organization. I'm a minister of religion too, and I'm a marriage officer. So I will continue to do that service.
For Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, it's the JCF or nothing. There are no other options really.
For me, if I were to relive my life, it would be JCF again. And if I can serve an organization like this in the afterlife, it would be JCF. It has been a pleasure, it has been an honor, it has been a privilege. There were lows, but the better days are greater than the lower days. There were some lonely moments, but it was worth it.
It's a new beginning. New day is dawning. It's time to arise. We are the gene of achievement and pride.
Bold new beginning. Time for action. We have the spirit to fight on.
This is Jamaica. This is our land. We have our future with God in our plan. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica. This is our land. Let
us make every effort to forge unity and resolve to work hard for our prosperity.
Leaving our children a legacy of hope, breaking the shackles and smashing the yoke.
This is Jamaica.
This is Jamaica.
This is our land.
This is our
We have a future with God in our plan. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica.
Let me hear the children say,
This is Jamaica. This is our land. We have a future with God in our plan. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica.
Come on, everybody, let's sing. This is Jamaica. This is our land. We have a future with God in our land. We'll play our part building this great nation. This is Jamaica. This is our land.
Jamaica, together we can.
Unfortunately, we've come to the end of today's show, but remember, you can rewatch this and other editions on our website, jis.gov.jm. You may also send us a tweet at JIS News or email us at jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm with your feedback, comments, and questions. I'm Audrey. Until next time, walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.